You gotta love her. She's so hilarious. Well, listen, we shift the focus over to British designer Es Devlin now. He's known for her large-scale sculptural works, fusing technology and poetry. And now, her glorious work was on show at the London Olympic closing ceremony. And she's even created touring stage sculptures for Beyonce and you too.
That's incredible. And her latest sculptural work is on show in Cape Town. It will rock you, make you think, ask questions, entertain you, and guess what? It's at no charge.
We're here at the Silo Square V&A waterfront where artist and designer Es Devlin has a public installation all about life and movement. It's titled Zoetrope, and in this case, perhaps it should be all about the future of sustainable mobility.
These 12 short films were shot by local creatives at various locations within 100 kilometers from here. They feature kelp forests, choirs, solar power installers, and more. A view of the diverse country and humanity all around us.
What an incredible installation. What does it feel like for you to be able to bring this sort of work to the South African audience?
Well, you know, it's terrifying to be an outsider and to turn up in your territory and talk about your place. So what I hope most is that the people from here who see this work will be indignant and will want to get their own hands on it and will want to start adding their own films into what you just walked through there.
How did you approach putting it all together? Can you talk us through the process of it all?
I came to Design in Daba conference in February, and there was no water. There was a sense of urgency around climate change and around electric vehicles being part of that solution. I wanted to conceive something around what can you do while you charge your electric vehicle? How can we rethink the whole thing about charging cars? Can you charge your mind while you're charging your car? Could you learn about where you've stopped instead of just driving through it? So what I've made is called a Zoetrope. Zoe means life in Greek, trope means turning. And the idea is, can you stop here for 12 minutes? Can you walk for 12 minutes through this sculpture? And can you learn from 12 films that are shot all in 12 different directions from this spot? Could you come out with a little bit of understanding about where you've stopped?
The concept of people and collaboration has come through quite often in our conversation today. Would you say that that is the future of what art making and storytelling is looking like?
Artists are often viewed as magical people, but actually artists are just people with their eyes open. And if you look through Instagram, you look through all the people contributing, there's an awful lot of people with their eyes open. I think there's an awful lot more artists than we give people credit for. And I think the collective systems of things like Instagram, social media that allow us to all view what each other is thinking, does begin to make us more of a collective as a group of artists.
You've created so many masterpieces. You have to tell me, which of your works would you say has inspired you and really grown and challenged you?
It has to be this one. my first build in Cape Town. I've learned a lot about how to build things here, about the resources available here, about the challenges available here as well. So yes, it's been challenging and incredibly rewarding. And the next part of this story is that the money that I'm being paid by Mercedes, who commissioned this piece, is going to fund a women's skills centre in Malawi. And that's the visit I did just before I got here. So there's a whole other African story going to come out of this next.
Now that was an installation worth noting. Es Devlin, this installation will run at the Silo Square at the V&A waterfront for a full year in Cape Town. Make sure you do not miss it.